We're back once again here at Zach Maglin Collectibles, and today we have another new rip and review. Today, for the very first time, both on and off camera, we're going to be ripping and reviewing 2024-25 Haunted Hoops. So, I don't know how long this product has been around. I know that they had this last year, Wemby's rookie year, and they had I guess a parallel that had like Wemby and a border of like spider webs or something like that. So pretty cool designs. I know they were popular last year, but this is what we can potentially get out of this. It's a 300 card set, and you could see that they have those hollow webs and other slime looking things. So pretty good, you know, should be fun. 40 packs of trading cards. I believe these were meant to replace candy and giving them out during the Halloween season, okay? But we're not doing it for that. We're doing it for the rips today. Okay, so where did I pick this up? Picked this up at my local Target for about 20 bucks, but I should have held off and got them from GameStop because I would have gotten even more of a discount, but oh well. I think they sell them at Walmart as well. So let's see. Let's see what we get today, okay? So without further delay, let's get to ripping. As mentioned, I heard about these last year, but I did not rip them up myself or rip them open. So this is my first time to do that. And here we go. So a lot of packs, 3 cards per pack. Let's get to it. All right, let's pull this all out here. It should come with candy. That'd be really cool if it came with candy, right? Comment in the comment section, what is your favorite candy? And I don't mean for Halloween per se, just in general. You know, I'm a Kit Kat guy, Snickers, Milky Way. You got it. All right, here we go. So pack number 1, Haunted Hoops. Let's hope we can get some bangers. All right. Very flimsy because there's only 3 cards in here. All right, here we go. So Hoops is what this is based off of. And, you know, Hoops is not a very popular product, but you never know, right? It's usually, if I'm not mistaken, it's usually the first product that's released every year. Okay, so here we go. You see the spider web, all right, but, you know, otherwise a pretty flimsy card, okay? Not a chrome finish or anything. There we go. There's a spider web with slime, Andrew Nemhart, and Alexander, okay. That's pack number 1. So if I got that as a pack as a kid, I would not be happy. All right, here we go. Pack number 2. We have to be careful because it's so thin that we don't want to damage the cards as we're opening them, okay? All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to get a parallel. All right, and that is Tim Hardaway Jr. on that one, and Balil Coulibaly. So this one has a spiderweb sort of at the end. All right, let's get some light on there a little bit more. Okay, on to the next one. I feel like we should just sort of cut them open, right? If I had someone to do that for me, that would be a lot faster. All right, here we go. And we've got Scoot Henderson. There's our guy, Scoots. And we have Ron Holland. There's a rookie, his rookie on these jack-o'-lanterns or pumpkins. And Julius Randle. Okay. So we'd like to get a Wemby, right? Even though it's a year 2, we'll get that. Who's like a Bronny James, I guess, would be good. All right, Grayson Allen, and we have a Herbert Jones now in the Jack-o'-lanterns. And Reed Shepard, okay. So I'm not a big fan of Hoops, but I do remember last year when I first started getting back into it, Hoops had the first Wemby card, right? First Wemby rookie card in uniform. So I got a bunch of those sitting around. Who knows? Maybe I should give one away in the giveaway, right? Should give away some things from my PC. Maybe someday. All right, here we go. We got Gafford. We got Deron Holmes, his rookie card on the slime card. And there's a Zach Edey base rookie. Okay. So there you go. On to the next one. Haunted Hoops. Have you opened up your own Haunted Hoops? And if so, did you get any bangers? I don't know what kind of bangers you can get out of this guy, but you never know. Here we go. We have Jaime Jaquez on the slime card, and we have Rui Hachimura. All right, so quite a few packs here, right? This is going to be a bit with all these packs. I'm just hoping for a banger. Can we get like a banger here? I haven't seen any videos, so I don't know if you can get numbered cards. I don't know. Oh, there we go. We got a foil-looking card right there, and that is of Antonio Reeves. It's a rookie, but it's of Antonio Reeves. Just our usual problem, right? We get some bangers, and then we get of people that we've never heard of before, didn't even know they played. All right, there you go. On to the next one. So this is our first product that we open, or first video, well, not the first video, but first product that we open after our live stream last week, all right? I don't know about you guys. I had a lot of fun. I want to thank all of you for joining us. And if you weren't able to join us, I want to thank all of you for sitting through the replay of our live stream. There's Jamal Murray. But we had a lot of fun, and we all agreed during that live stream that we had to do it again. So more likely than not, we are going to have another live stream. Be cool if we can do it once a month, right? But we got to have you got to have a reason to do so. So it looks like very soon we'll be announcing our well, I did announce that day, but it looks like we're going to be activating our 750 subscriber very soon giveaway. There's James Harden. So when that's active, that's basically a pick your own mega box, okay? But after we had our live stream, we realized a bunch of people were on it for our non-sports as well. So I also mentioned that in our 750 subscriber giveaway, you have an option between a mega box of the different choices that I'll lay out in the future once again. And we have Dylan Jones, rookie, all right, on the slime. There's a nice Jared McCain rookie, but it's just that. And we agreed that I'll also be giving another Labubu during that 750 subscriber giveaway. So if you did not win, you will have another chance very shortly, more likely than not, in our next live stream. All right, here we go. We have Kelly Oubre on the Jack-o'-lantern. All right, so no bangers yet, right? So is this something you'd go out and get? You know, I have to admit, there's not a lot of new products, I think, this past few weeks. At least nothing that I felt like it was worthy to run out and grab. So this one I felt would be a fun rip, okay? But it would also, Ben Simmons, okay? He's had a nightmare of a career, if you want to call it that. He went from star and stud to laughingstock of the NBA, right? All right, let's see what we can get. Can we get a banger in these final few? Well, not a final. There's a bunch still left. Okay, here we go. There you go. We have Mateus Buzelius on this Jack-o'-lantern, and we have Shea, reigning MVP. But since Buzelius is one of the more popular rookies of this year, we will sleeve him up. Probably put him out for display. All right. Don't know about resale value for these cards, but fun rip nonetheless. I mean, if you were a kid and you were getting this in your little basket, you'd want definitely. There we go. We have a DeMar DeRozan, and then we have a base of Anthony Edwards. You'd probably want more than one pack, or it'd be worth it if there are more cards than the 3 cards in here. But, of course, I understand. It's sort of like giving away mini chocolates. All right, so we could see Mateus Buzelius, the base is going to come out. All right, we have Paolo, and we have Karis LeVert on the Jack-o'-lantern, and there's the base version of Mateus Buzelius, okay? All right. Onward we go. So I've been keeping up with the Euro games, okay? I don't know if that's what they call them or whatever, but my guy Luka, he's been taken off for Slovenia. So hopefully, you know, he keeps that up for the upcoming season for my Lakers. We have there you go, nice little slime card of Shea. All right, that's nice card. It's a tribute card, something a little different. We'll sleeve that up. All right, for $20, this is not bad. I mean, that should be the price point for a lot of these cards, guys. But, you know, nowadays, they're just jacking everything up in terms of the prices. So, all right, here we go. On to the next one. Like to get a Wemby. Bronny would be good. Or Stephen Castle, right? All right, here we go. We are grabbing, not the dude we want. We have Derek Lively with the Jack-o'-lantern and Marvin Bagley. All right, continuing on. We got a bunch of these still left to go. Still looking for some major bangers. But yeah, the Euro games, or I don't know if they're calling that, Sangoon's been balling. There you go. There's a nice little LeBron on the Jack-o'-lantern there. All right. Is this LeBron's final year? Or is it just the final year as a Laker? All right. It's the Luka era now, guys. So there is a LeBron. So tell me what you think. Who do you guys have winning this upcoming year? And that's too early to call, right? Do you have OKC repeating? You know, there's a Steph Curry right there. Nice little card. And we have Bogdan Bogdanovic and Mike Conley. So is it too early to call for a possible dynasty for the OKC Thunder? In my opinion, they've got to prove it because they played, in terms of opponent in the finals, that's a pretty inferior opponent. They did go 7 games, and, you know, they were able to win maybe because Tyrese Halliburton was out, right? So, don't know if they're that tough champion that, you know, but of course, getting that experience and winning it all, you know, that's priceless, of course. All right, here we go. Onward we go. Okay, so we've got Jalen Williams, and there's Kawhi Leonard, who's currently involved in a scandal, and there's Najee Marshall, okay? He is, I'm going to open it up, spread that out a little bit so you guys get a better idea, better viewpoint. You could see some BTS things in the back, and when we give our giveaway reminder for this month, we'll go over. And then we're going to have something a little bit different this month with the giveaway, okay? Hopefully something that you guys will find intriguing, all right? Here we go. There's Sabonis on the Jack-o'-lantern and Terrence Mann. Continuing on. So yeah, we had to clean things up for our live stream, and that's why you don't see a lot of wax boxes in the back. All right, we've got Nembhard once again. And there's a LeBron James. Same card. But is this a base version of it? There you go. All right. Continuing on. So the question is with Panini giving up their license, right? I believe it comes to an end right before the NBA season begins or in the midst of that month of October. You know, what are they going to try and rush out? That's the question, right? Are they going to try and rush out all their different basketball products in the next month with the new rookie class? I mean, are you telling me that they're going to sit and not try and rush out Cooper Flag products? Right? You would think that they would take advantage of it and start releasing, you know, some of their flagship products like Prism and all that, just so that they can get some Cooper Cup, not keep saying Cooper Cup, but Cooper Flag cards out, right? Because right now there is nothing out except from Topps, so there's Topps now. So that's the question. What are they going to do? I know they talked about something about a Prism Black, but that seems like that. Are they just going to sit back and just let it fade away and not really try and go for the money grab? There's a LeBron James on a what do you call it? A slime card. Gigi Jackson as well. So we're getting a lot of LeBron James here. All right, in this Haunted Hoops product. All right, did your kids get anything like this from their neighbors last year or in years past? Here we go. Here we go. We have a Tobias Harris and the Jack-o'-lantern. There's a Stefan Castle. It is a base, but we will sleeve it up. We won't display it. We'll just sleeve it up. There you go. All right. So this is actually taking longer than I thought it would take, huh? You would think, but because there's so many packs. All right, here we go. Antonio Reeves once again and Kyle Kuzma. So many packs, but only like 3 cards per pack. All right. So let's see. Okay. And we have a Jack-o'-lantern of Jason Tatum. That's a nice looking card. And there is Zachary Rizarche, his rookie, but it is a base, so we'll sleeve that up. So, thank you once again for all those that made our first live stream a success. We had subscribers, from Scotland. She was actually a new subscriber. She just found our channel through the live. She joined in. We had a subscriber from the UK who informed me that it was 1 o'clock when it started, about 2 o'clock when it ended over there, and she was excited for her chance to win a Labubu. And we had, people from, we had a few people from Asia, including the Philippines. All right. There's Jalen Brunson, a nice looking slime card. Jaden McDaniels. So it's good to see that we have subscribers all throughout the world. And the cool thing is that they took the time wherever they were. I had it here 6 p.m. Pacific time. We even had a little technical difficulty, so we started a little late. And they stuck with it, right? They, some people 1 o'clock in the morning, someone from Australia, I think, was saying it was the next day, but it was like closer to 11 in the morning. So just a lot of cool cats there that were able to join us. And it's subscribers like you guys that make this channel run, okay? There is Jackie Chu. All right, so we're coming down the home stretch. What do you think of our haul? Okay, I don't know what the comps look like on this, but fun rip. All right, I wish there were more cards in the packs. There's a Zach Edey on the Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, and De'Aaron Fox. I wish there was more more cards in each pack, so I wouldn't have to open up as many packs. But I guess if you're giving these out to kids, this is more economical, right? All right, let's go. So, haven't seen a Wemby year 2 from this area. We have a foil card. It is of Andrew Wiggins in a foil. Okay. There's Andrew. Newest Laker, DeAndre Ayton. Continuing on. All right. Are you guys holding out for a banger? Is there like a numbered card here? Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Chris Middleton, if we can get it. Our chances are looking bleak, but you never know. I have hit last pack or second to last pack magic before. So let's see. All right, Max Strus. We got Jackie Huey on the Jack-o'-lantern version. All right. Here we go. As we come down the home stretch. And we have a Khalil Ware. That's a nice looking Jack-o'-lantern version there. And look, there's Khalil Ware, the base. Okay. He balled out for the Heat. The Heat know how to acquire talents, okay? Talent that's not on everyone's radar. Or at least, if not acquired, develop talents, right? I mean, they're the team that got Gabe Vincent paid, who just is stealing money from the Lakers because he balled out in the finals. Okay. Trey Mann, we have a Ty Jerome who got paid as a 6-man. Sengun is the guy that's balling out in those Euro games. For Turkey, I believe is who he plays for. Of course, Joker's playing. Giannis is playing. Right? Is Giannis playing? I know Joker was. All right, here we go. There is Rizar Shea on the Jack-o'-lantern #1 pick. So he's worthy of a sleeve up since he is the #1 pick. But his rookie class is like turning out to be like Michael Olowokandi style back in the day, all right? Where not a lot of stars, and even the #1 pick wasn't the rookie of the year. And I think, later pick ended up being the star. Okay, so we're down our final 2 packs. Can we pull a banger? Bronny James. Can we get a Bronny James? Slime is of Jamal Murray once again. And we have our last pack. Can we get a Luka? See, because Luka's supposed to be a Laker here. We haven't even gotten Luka yet. All right, here we go. Can we wish a Luka into existence? We will take a Luka at this point. All right, we have Rizar Shea right there on the Tribute. And Khalil Ware on the Slime, okay? And Jalen Green, okay? So, there you have it. Let us do a little recap of the cards. I mean, cool-looking designs. I mean, I wish we got some bangers, okay? But you never know. All right, so you can see, aside from the cards that are displayed, we also got the following. If I can grab them. Okay, so we got a LeBron James on the Tribute. Will this be his last year? Okay, is that what this is called? A Tribute? Yeah, it's Tribute. Okay, Stephon Castle on the base. We got a NBA Hoops rookie card of also on the Tribute, Rizar Shea. Khalil Ware in the Slime. We got Khalil Ware in the Jack-o'-lantern. So we got a bunch of Khalil Ware. We got Zach Edey in the Jack-o'-lantern. Tatum in the Jack-o'-lantern, and a base of Rizar Shea. So we got a lot of Rizar Shea. So if this is how it was last year, that they had a lot of Wemby, then that would have been cool. But this is not Wemby's year, so there is our haul. Okay, so before we wrap things up, we've announced and mentioned that we have a giveaway, but we haven't quite announced what the prizes are. And as you know, based on our live stream, the giveaways are always very fluid. If I'm feeling generous on the day of our live stream, then I will add products to our giveaway. You saw that firsthand. But for our sports guys, this is what we are definitely giving away. We're giving away one of these value packs, which have never opened on the channel for Optic. And as you know, we pulled a Duel Downtown from an Optic Blaster. Okay, we also have one of our old Reliables Top Series 1 value pack. And we're going to announce a new one, okay? I call this the mystery tin, all right? So what this is just the tin. So what will happen is one lucky winner will win the mystery tin. And basically what will happen is I will put cards in here, or maybe some packs, that will include their favorite players, or more likely than not, their favorite team. Because, of course, if everyone picked Wemby, then I'm not going to have enough Wemby cards to fill this guy here. But then again, if they picked San Antonio for basketball, or they picked, the Angels or the Dodgers, I will fill this tin up with the players from their favorite team. Okay, so something a little interesting. All right, we're going to be giving away with this mystery tin, sort of like a repack if you think about it, but this one's going to be a giveaway prize. All right, so thank you for joining us. There you have it. That is 2024 NBA Haunted Hoops. Tell me what you think in the comments, and take care.